Well, good day. Thank you very much for joining us, our viewers and listeners at home. We are coming to you today right here on Stone Media House and Common Perspective, Livingston Talk. Today we want to talk this issue that is still very fresh in our mind, the redeployment of Comrade Floyd Shivambu by his National High Command team in the MK. This terminology that these guys are using is a bit confusing because in the EFF they've got something else and the MK part have got something else. It's a bit related and confusing at times. So we know that a day before yesterday, the MK party has taken this decision to redeploy one of their own, their Secretary General Floyd, to Parliament. Look, when the reason for that is that he has violated section 3J of their constitution, and this is what states. It states that the official must not engage in international activities that contradict MK party's principles. Well, now it's said that he has been removed because he violated section 3J of their constitution. But there's something that I don't understand by this whole thing. This is my belief. I'm not saying I'm correct, but this is what I'm believing. I'm believing that the MK party is taking this drastic step not because they want to punish Floyd, but because they want to benefit themselves. I'll tell you why. If you look into the issue of MK in Parliament, most of the members of MK in Parliament, most of them are novice in terms of Parliament politics. Yes, most of them they have never been politicians in the level of being members of Parliament. So it's difficult for them to match the likes of the EFF. And the EFF at some stage, it's outshining the MK party, even when the MK party is the official opposition party. It's big, and they're doing that. They're doing so because EFF has been in Parliament. Parliament politics since 2014 years after the general election. So most of the guys there, they understand how it's done, how things are done in Parliament. So the MK party, look, the Duduzile Zuma, the Pennies that we have there, and other people that some are there for the first time. So they are finding it difficult. Even the head of the caucus, the John Thope, he's been in the bench for half of his life. So he does not understand. He's not making that impact in Parliament as the head of the official opposition party. So I think the ANC, the Umkhonto Wesizwe party are sending this guy there, not because he's done anything bad in the MK party. Yes, he's been to Malawi by his own admission. He said that he was in Malawi because of the party instruction. I'll play some insert here, or one of the insert that he was talking to SABC political journalist Mzondile Mbeche, where he's put it clear that he went there for a reason that was the Umkhonto Wesizwe party. He didn't go there by his own choosing. He was sent there by the National High Command. I'll play it to you. So I don't necessarily believe that his removal as an SG is a punishment for violating that J3, the 3J they're alleging. It's for the purpose of strengthening their caucus in Parliament, because, well, we all know that MK party there, it is the official opposition, but it's not making any impact. So they believe that Floyd will go in there and start to shake things up a bit and match the level of the EFF there, because EFF, it seems as EFF are the official opposition party even when they are number 3. Let me rather play that insert for you so that you can agree with me or disagree with me on what I've alluded to now, because my belief is not necessary that Floyd has violated 3J section of their MK party. Maybe they are saying this because he went to Bushir, but Bushir, he went to church. He didn't go to Bushir as for ANC. For MK party. He went there because he wanted to go to church. He used his time in Malawi to go to church, but he went to Malawi because he was sent there by Umkhonto weSizwe. This is what he's saying. So let me rather play this insert for you to decide on that. Then we'll move on with this topic.
From that, so what informed you to go and see someone who's wanted who's a fugitive?
So in March the 21st, we visited Namibia with President Zuma. So when we were in Namibia, in the table that we were sitting in after the official inauguration, we were sitting with former President Joyce Banda of Malawi. Yeah. And we're also sitting with the incumbent Deputy President Michael Usi of Malawi as well. And then we had, because we were in a table, small talk, exchange contacts. And President Zuma said that we must make follow-up on the discussions that were being raised there. So I went to Malawi to see former President Joyce Banda, and I spent a lot of time with her. And then I went to see incumbent Deputy President Michael Usu. We had very meaningful discussions, and both are a proper leadership which can change the politics of Malawi if they were to be given whatever responsibility they can be given in the future. But also here in South Africa, we had been in discussions with one of my former colleagues in the Pan-African Parliament called Enoch Chihana, who is one of the presidential candidates there. So we want to have a political discussion whose outcomes we will communicate once we're mandated to communicate in terms of what were the discussions. And after that, I went to see Prophet Shepherd Bushiri and to have broad discussions. I know him, we used to have interactions when he was here in South Africa. And then he said that I'm going to a church service later on. Let's go. Where am I to refuse to go into church? I've been to so many churches. I've been to the Nazareth Baptist Church. I've been to so many churches in South Africa. And what I was even interested about is that during my visit there in the Easter period, there were more than 5,000 South Africans were in Malawi to go to the church specifically, not for a political program that I was there for. More than 5,000 South Africans that were there to visit the church. I'm not a law enforcement agency, and as far as I'm concerned, there are no issues. There is no directive in Malawi. The church of Shepherd Bushiri is protected by the Malawian state. His households are protected by the Malawian state in terms of what happens. He plays a huge role in terms of development of Malawi, in proper investments that are happening there, and appreciated by the people of Malawi.
Yeah.
I went to the church because who am I to refuse to go to the church? I had to go to the church, and I didn't speak anything at the church. I just attended to listen to the sermon.
But the optics, Mr. Shivambu, you are a leader of the official opposition in South Africa.
Yes.
And this individual is a fugitive from law in South Africa. So those optics, and on top of it, your party issues.
Well, now I don't understand. This is what Floyd has said after there was this halabaloo in the media that he went to see a fugitive, somebody that is wanted by the law or is running away from the law in South Africa, and he made these serious and scathing allegations that he was there at the behest of his political party. Then it's something that you and I can debate this thing. Is Floyd pulling this thing out of the thin air? Whatever he's saying, that those allegations, those serious allegations, making that he was there because there was this political meetings between the erstwhile president of Namibia, of Malawi, and their table in Namibia. So these arrangements and other things, I'm not sure. It's something that we need to understand. But that's why this interview here strengthens my thinking that no, indeed, the Umkhonto weSizwe is just bluffing us. They are just taking us for a ride, because if they wanted to punish Floyd, they wouldn't have waited for June when this thing happened in April. So they could not have waited for the whole month of May to pass, then they start to act in June. I think it really, to me, it has more to do with trying to strengthen their caucus in parliament than to punish this guy. Or they've already identified someone in within their ranks in the MK who will take over the role of MK, of Secretary General. Then they take Brother Floyd to parliament to do just that, because remember, we have seen Jimmy Manyi being removed as the chief whip and replaced by Colin Makobele. So now they're taking Floyd in there. Remember, Floyd was the chief whip for EFF last time. So he's going there to give them, I'm sure he's going there to give them advices on how to run the parliament. But this issue, his removal, attracted lot of happiness from other areas of politics. Look, even the EFF had something to say about his removal. We had Julius Malema, the commanding chief of the EFF, making fun of his removal and promising that no, he should not think that when he comes back to parliament he'll come then boss us there. You'll come there, you'll match his match, you'll find his match there, because the EFF is ready to deal with him, and he should not think that you'll come there and become a relevant person. I also want to play this insert by Julius Malema so that you hear for yourself what Malema was saying about this whole matter, because he was interviewed. I think Malema was attending the memorial or service for the late Presley Chonyaka. On the sideline, he was interviewed and he was asked about this thing. He didn't take kind of people asking him about Floyd. He responded, but he said no. He made fun of it. Let's hear him out as he speak.
I don't work with Floyd anyway. Parliament or soccer match or anything. I don't work with Floyd. I'm fooling into a Floyd. So I'm not getting involved. I have Queen here. So it's not a problem. We are in Parliament. We are working in Parliament, and that's it. If it comes to Parliament, you will find us rolling. The Parliament now is run by young boys. Young people are running that thing. And if he comes then thinks he can impose himself on them, they are already ready for him. So you can be rest assured he will not do anything that can undermine the superior logic of the EFF in that parliament.
Well, personally, I believe that I stand to be corrected, and I want you there on the comment section maybe to make your point on this topic. But I believe that the National High Command of Umkhonto we Sizwe did so well. I mean, they performed so well. They deserve an Oscar for this performance together with Floyd, because this is an act dance. They're just acting. Whatever they're saying, whether that we're punishing this gentleman for violating Section 3J, it's neither here nor there. It's not true. What they wanted, remember the Constitution of Umkhonto we Sizwe says the National High Command officials are not allowed to serve in any role, like in politics, like in parliament, in the National Assembly, in the provincial legislature, and the district municipality or local municipality. Once you serve in the National High Command, in that committee, you're not allowed to be also working in government matters, like in parliament or whatever you. So they realize that they need Floyd more than ever in parliament, and the only way they cannot amend the constitution. The only way they can do is to give us this act this performance, this that they are doing. They need to go to Hollywood and start acting because they've acted so well. They need to stand there and act and pretend as if now they are instilling the rule of law. They're calling order because somebody has broken the rules. There, no. To me, I don't buy that. I'm not sure if people are buying it there. So they've realized no. The only way you can do it is to act and pretend we are punishing Floyd. So they pretended they punished Floyd. Look at how Floyd was behaving. If it was something that was serious, you would not have done the way he behaved. Yes, maybe Floyd it's normal to him, because I remember last time he left the EFF, he attended the press conference, he sat there the whole time the president was speaking, or the CIC was speaking, and he went to address the media thereafter. Even in this instance, he was there. They even referred to him as the SG Floyd when they were starting. Ndlela was saying they were SG, and I don't see him. He said Deputy SG and what have you. And he was even given time to go and speak where he spoke, and he spoke like a gentleman. He did not show any emotions. He apologized and he promised that he will take up the new role and go and contribute in Parliament as per the directive of his political party. So he showed discipline, a disciplined member. I can tell you that MK party needs these gentlemen like nobody's business. Like they need their oxygen to live. They need these gentlemen. They need him for his knowledge. He's well educated in terms of politics. He knows his game. He's an asset. In fact, the MK cannot afford to lose this guy. I'm not saying he's the MK. He's not the MK. MK can still survive, can still exist without him. But I'm saying now that is within their ranks, his contribution in the party, it's very important, and MK need it, especially that we're going to 2026 next year and 2029, where they want to clean sweep everything. They want to win with 2/3 majority. Some people believe that this is a dream that is unachievable, but I can tell you anything is possible in politics. We have seen that the MK party has been giving them trouble in KZN, and now it has even overflown to other areas where MK party is giving them troubles. It's winning the by-elections here and there. So I believe that if they had the likes of Bo Floyd, Bo Dalimpofu, and other people there, it will help them to achieve this dream that so many of us believe it's unachievable. But I think it is possible. If MK can be in position 3 after DA and the ANC, nothing stopping the MK from growing from position 3 to position 2, and nothing stopping them from growing from position 3 to position 2 and position 1. Anything and everything is possible, because we have seen already the dwindling support of the ANC. Look at how they are showing in the recent elections. 40%, wow, it's something else. We know that the ANC now is in power because of the marriage that they entered into with DA and other small political parties. Had it not been that the case, we would not be having the ANC in government today. So I want to believe that this issue of Floyd Shivambu being redeployed, those that are laughing at it, looking at it as a bad thing to happen for Floyd, I'm not sure they're reading the politics that we're looking at, because the politics that I'm looking at personally, it tells me that Zuma again is proving to be the master of the chess game. He's checkmating everybody. He's just showing them that no, man, I've been in this game for quite some time. I understand how it works, because taking Floyd into Parliament, to me, it's not a loss for MK, and it's not a bad thing for Floyd. Some are saying that it's going to be a backbencher. No, it can't be a backbencher. In the ANC, in the MK, there are promotions. He might get in there. Next thing you'll be told that President John Hlophe is recalled to come and serve in the National High Command team. Then Floyd is becoming the head of the head of ANC why ANC in my mouth always. He's becoming the head of MK party in there. You don't know this thing. Or there can be another redeployment. He could be sent to be the chief whip there. It's not necessarily true that he's going to be a backbencher there. No, it is not going to do that, because with his knowledge and understanding of politics, MK can't afford to put him in that space of being a backbencher. They will want to make him visible in parliament. They will want to make him run most of the programs in there, because he's got knowledge, he's got experience, and you cannot underestimate the experience that he has. He's been in the ANC, he's been in the EFF, now he's in the MK. They value his experience indeed. So let us talk about this thing. What do you think of it? I'll want to invite you in the comment section to make your mind and tell us what is it that you think the MK is doing. Is it the beginning of the fall of Floyd, or it is the beginning of the rise of Floyd in the MK? Because we believe MK has got the potential to grow, even when some political analysts are saying MK will implode and die a natural death. Those are the views, and I've got my views, and you've got your views. Let us hear your views. Just catch us on Livingston YouTube channel. We talk about this whole thing. Thank you very much. I'll rather want to play out the insert to where Floyd was responding after he had been told that now he's been removed as an SG and redeployed to parliament. There's something that he said like gentleman. He spoke like a gentleman, didn't show any emotions, accepted his fault for violating 3J. That I still believe he did not violate anything. It's just a ploy. It's just an egg dance by this MK part. They want to make us like believe that these guys are serious. They want to restore order in their party. No, but there's no order that they're restoring. In fact, this is a move to make them strong in parliament. Let me rather sign off by playing this insert where Floyd is responding. But we welcome your input, we welcome your constructive criticisms of our shows, welcome your ideas and advices, guidance. We live by you guys subscribing on our YouTube, subscribe on our WhatsApp channel, because we've got a WhatsApp channel, Uncommon Perspective. We'll put the link there so that you can subscribe and become part of this family. You give us a suggestion, you make us grow, because we want to grow, and we are still trying to grow. We can only grow when you guys subscribe and become the part of this whole process. Thank you very much. We love you. See you next time.
No, thank you very much, national spokesperson and the national officials, the president. I want to take this opportunity to thank the President Jacob Gedleyihlekisa Zuma, and the leadership of Umkhonto we Sizwe and the membership for having assigned me a very important role to become a national organizer and then Secretary General. I want to confirm that the national officials have taken a decision which I fully accept as a disciplined member of Umkhonto we Sizwe. We've been redeployed to the National Assembly and will continue to play the role of advancing the agenda and program of Umkhonto we Sizwe. It has been an invaluable roles that we have played, and a humbling experience that we have been assigned by the President. I want to thank him for leading the program of unification of all the progressive forces in South Africa. That is the agenda that we're going to continue to pursue. I think that will clarify the issues that pertains to this. And I, on behalf of myself and everyone else who is involved, we want to regret that the decision in terms of the visit to Malawi was not quite new responsibility. Will continue to play a role and build the organization towards the 2026 local government elections and towards the 2/3 majority victory in the 2029 general elections. Thank you very much, Comrade President. We really appreciate the role that you have given us and the redeployment, the confidence that you continue to show even when we falter in terms of some of the issues that we deal with at personal level. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.